All right. Hey, Lunch Table Girls back at it again. It's the two favorite girls on the internet that talk about mostly everything, including hip hop. Did I say it wrong this time?
You
I don't
really
know how
did, but
I say
mostly hip hop.
It's your girl that talks
Y'all,
about everything, but mostly hip hop.
help her out. Help her out.
Yeah, we've been, yes. Nicole, how are you doing?
Call me by my government again.
I, you know what, ill God, let's skip that. Let's get right into why we here. Let's just go ahead and jump right into it. Skip the banter. This is our midweek pod. Sometimes we got to jump back in the studio when the internet is buzzing. Let's get into it. What's going on in them streets?
So let me give it to you. So, all right. First of all, did you hear who Jay-Z picked to perform in the Super Bowl
Yes.
and do the halftime stuff?
Yes. Yes, yes,
So
yes. Let's get
let me
into it.
get your thoughts, and then that will bring us to some other people's thoughts. But what are your thoughts on Kendrick Lamar performing?
Okay, so hold on. Let me get my banter up. Hold on one second. Kendrick, how you spell Lamar? La
Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar super.
Yo,
Oh,
so
there we go. There we go.
there you
All
go.
right, so Kendrick Lamar. Yes, there we go. Let's talk about
Uh,
it. Kendrick Lamar. I spelled it wrong.
yeah, you can just put K Dot.
K Dot. I'm not redoing it. K Dot is performing at the Super Bowl. So how do I feel about that? Well, I will be honest. Um I think he gonna rock it. I think he's gonna rock the Super Bowl. He has those songs. I feel like it's gonna be like the same kind of thing he's done at the Grammys and stuff like that, where he has this massive production with maybe like a choir and fire, and then he does the "We Gonna Be All Right." He's gonna do the what's his other big songs? Maybe "Loyalty" or not "Loyalty."
We'll
Or
see
is it
something.
Loyalty? Is
But
it
it's the
okay?
one where he says, "Show me something real, like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
ass, like
yeah.
Kelly Rowland." Yeah.
What's the one with what's the one let's see here. It's not We Gonna Be Our Oh no, that is the one I'm thinking about. I was thinking about the one on To Pimp a Butterfly, and that's the one that was on there. We Gonna Be All Right. All right. So yeah, I think Kendrick Lamar is gonna rock the Super Bowl. It feels like it's a little early in his career to be doing a Super Bowl at all. Or is that just me? It feels like Super Bowl performers have been in the game for like 20 plus years, it always seems like, but I guess not as of lately because the weekend did it. So
Yeah. So this is my thing. I'm not opposed to him performing in the Super Bowl.
right.
But you asked a controversial question on Threads, which
Hmm.
was, do you think Kendrick Lamar is performing They're Not Like Us on the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And this is my manifestation time in our little quick review.
Yeah.
I manifest that in 2025, him and Drake will put the beef aside, and it will be a surprising reunion of the big three.
Oh, the big three, not just Drake and K Dot. You are manifesting. Now that's a difference between predicting, because manifesting means you want it to happen. You're bringing
Oh
that
yeah, I
energy
want it.
into you.
That's
Okay.
exactly what I want.
Okay.
Um,
You
and we'll get to the other controversy, but
yeah.
I find it interesting because I will never forget when Jay Z had this big show in Barclays, and they were like, "Oh, I wonder how Nas is going to feel," And the
Yeah.
next thing you know, it was supposed to be "I Declare War," but it was really "I Declare Peace," and
I declare
that's when,
war.
yeah,
What?
you don't remember it? It was I
I
had the
don't know what
shirt.
that
I probably
is, but
wore
I declare
Yeah,
war.
oh,
What was the
so yeah, so Jay Z had this big show in New York, because this is at the height of the beef or whatever,
yeah. Yeah.
and they were thinking like, oh, he was gonna go in on
Yeah.
Nasir Jones, but the surprise was Nas came through
Yeah.
the smoke, and
I love
they
that.
declared peace,
I love that.
and it was,
Oh
and
man,
that's
I
when
love
the
that.
table tied, and as you know, we got some great songs from them.
Mhm.
Um, and think obviously their relations have been better. And I will give Jay a shout out because he manifested Nas being on his record, and unfortunately, it took beefs to finally
It
get that
did.
point.
It did.
But
Took a
it
really good
finally
beat.
happened.
The
But it
classic
finally
beef had
happened.
to happen.
Yeah, but it finally happened, and I feel like they'll all get like this is what I that's what I manifest, or this is what I want to put out in the universe. It's okay. And again, like I said before, it's okay to be, but the way that they've
Yeah.
been, there's these rap beefs are against the rules of rap, so we got to get rid of that energy and have
Yeah.
positive energy. And I want all three of them to be on the Super Bowl, and I will be
On
the
the Super
biggest
Bowl?
not Super Bowl, but the
Oh.
halftime. I'm not,
Yeah.
I am not a, y'all might think I'm cool because I love hip hop, but I'm gonna tell you for every cool point I get, I lose 20 because I am not a football person.
Yeah, yeah. I just had a conversation about football yesterday, but that's another subject. Um, I do think that the big three is going to reunite because it's going to be good for hip hop. It's going to be a good tour. Whatever they try to milk it, whatever they try to do with it, I do think the big three will reunite. I don't think it's going to be in 2025. I think it's going to be in 2028. It's going to be because this beef is going to stretch out for a while. It's not going to be as juicy if they reunite next year. The beef isn't long enough. Like Jay-Z and Nas had years between them before they finally did Black Republican. Like a while, they had some space between them, and then they did Black Republican. And that song, like I'm walking down the aisle to Black Republican. Like that beat is so that beat is so dope. So these two can't they can't do the big three next year. It's too early. And if they came out for the Super Bowl, that'd be bananas. Absolutely bananas. You would be the ultimate time traveler if that happens.
Let me see, just call me Marty McFly. It's gonna happen. It's gonna
listen,
happen.
listen. If that happens, but I don't see that happening next year, but I do see it happening. And by that time, our podcast will be at like a million or two. We can get one of them on there to talk about it. But yeah, I not next year. A couple of
That
years
deal with
from
Master
now.
Pill is around the corner. That's another thing. The deal with Master Pill
Absolutely,
is around the corner.
absolutely.
It's already done. Um, Now I know I had a reaction to Kendrick performing
Yeah.
because, well, this is what I will say because I am related to all my sisters, but as I'll say this, I'm an only child from my mama, so that way
Mm-hmm.
y'all can read in between the lines. So one of my sisters is her cousin is Joshua Williams. He plays for the Chiefs, so she's
Mm-hmm.
already told me she's gotten Super Bowl tickets to go. Well, I'm sorry, she's gotten hotel accommodations to go to Louisiana, especially if they go to the Super Bowl. So
Yeah.
with the Super Bowl being in Louisiana,
Mm-hmm.
who would you have wanted to perform in the halftime show?
I mean, yeah, let's just go ahead and get into it. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Let's go ahead and talk about why we are here. The internet is in an uproar because Lil Wayne was the chosen one by the public. He was a fan favorite to be the Super Bowl headliner in his hometown. Who would I have chosen if I had to spin the bottle and choose somebody to perform? I would choose Lil Wayne. It would make sense to me. Like Lil Wayne, when you think of New Orleans, when you think of Lil Wayne, right? You know what I'm saying? As far as music goes, or Master P. So Cash Money or No Limit, but uh, politics. Let's talk about it. What do you think? Who would you want?
So
Or who,
I'm on your side on that. I what this is my, so the producer brain in me, and I love a big idea and how to put things together. Would have had Cash Money, and it would have had No Limit, and
of
then Young
course.
Money. Like it would have just
Absolutely.
no, it would have been no, it would have been No Limit,
Yep.
Money, and Young Money.
And I would
And
have
I think
passed
that
out.
would have been so dope. And then they
I
would
would
have
love
had
your show.
the HBCUs, Grambling State. It
Oh
would
my
have
God.
been rock. It would have been rocking.
Yeah.
But the powers that be
Yeah.
didn't see the vision.
Uh,
So
It's a black
there is
vision.
they
That's
didn't
a
see the
black
vision.
ass vision.
They
So,
didn't see it.
and we'll get
So
into that.
this is my thing, and this is, I mean, it's interesting because a few years ago when he was announced as the Super Bowl entertainment on my
Yeah.
old podcast, and he had made a statement that we are past kneeling. Now we need action, and this is the action because we have to entertain
Yeah.
the American people with our performances instead of really sticking to the issue. But that's okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Jay-Z decided to go Kendrick. Now, my favorite rapper, and I say that sarcastically, she's not a bad rapper. She's not my favorite. Nicki Minaj,
Yeah.
she did a whole call out.
Yeah.
So I don't have, as y'all know, I don't have formerly known as Twitter. I don't have it. But she has set them X streets on fire.
All
And
right, Nicki Minaj. Hold on.
she
Let
on
me
this,
let me introduce the segment. Nicki Minaj calls out Jay-Z for not selecting Lil Wayne as the headliner for the Super Bowl taking place 2025 in New Orleans. She had a lot to say today on Twitter. All right, so Ill God will let you go ahead and get into it, but I do want to say that she called my man's disgusting and spiteful. I just wanted to put that out there. Now you go ahead and tell me what she said. You let everybody know what
she
she
did
said.
say disgusting and spiteful,
I wanted to be the one to say that.
but and I love it. I love it. I love that. But the part that got me and that got me to think about what I had said on the previous podcast, and she is so true. One person took a knee, the other person took a bag,
Took a
and
what?
that's a bag.
Oh, yeah. She did tweet that. Read the whole tweet. Read the whole thing.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell you I don't say certain words, and this is just me in real life. So I'm gonna say it my way. So one person took a knee, the other person took a bag, and he's gonna get you people in line every gosh darn fudging time.
Mm, mm, mm.
And I believe this. I believe whatever. It's funny because whatever Jay says, and it's nothing against him. But it's like whatever Jay says goes. Whatever Jay says is cool. Oh, this dude does it. It must be okay. But how long it like? Well, Nicki has her eyes open because how
She
long are you
does.
gonna realize Jay cares about Jay?
Yeah.
He don't care about nothing else. The other
Yeah.
thing that I found was interesting. Well, you said spiteful and disgusting, right?
You can read all of it. You can read all her
So
tweets.
I'm not gonna read all of them because y'all know
Yeah.
I talk too much. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna read a couple, but I'm gonna go to the second part of that. Got he has everything in the world, and this is paraphrasing because I don't want Nicki to sue us.
Yeah.
Um, he, but he's still spiteful and evil, disgusting.
Mm.
Be happy. Be happy right now with your life. In the rap business, in rap business,
Mm-hmm.
in women business,
Mm-hmm.
you got the politicians and the
Mm-hmm.
police. You good though. Like you're
Mm-hmm.
good. And then you got that ugly, laughy, taffy alien. I don't know what that laughy taffy alien
Now
is.
let's talk about that. But finish.
What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I was coming to the
I hope
pot
it's not
hoping
what
you
I think it
knew.
is because if it goes wrong, then she don't want that trouble.
What
But
does that
then
mean?
she tried to tell y'all, but oh, she says she tried to tell y'all, but y'all wanted brunch because remember the Rock Nation brunch used to be a
Yeah,
spot.
that was juicy. That was juicy when she said that. Yeah.
And she said, "I'm on a roll right now." And then she tries to
Be
clean it up.
silly.
She's like, "No,
Yeah.
I'm hacked. I'm
Wait,
hacked."
hacked. Girl, because everybody probably was thinking like, did she get hacked? But she spoke out.
And this is the last one that I'll read because I thought this one was really potent. She loves watching everyone in the whole industry play dumb, time after time. The truth is the truth, no matter who tells it.
Yeah.
Picking and choosing who y'all accept truth from, like that's power. She said she might tell you a joke, but she'll never tell you a lie.
Mm. Snap, snap, snap. So she called out Jay-Z
She called him
for She never said his name, but we know what she was talking about. She was slick when she said y'all wanted brunch. That's when it confirmed for me, like, okay, she is talking about Jay Z, which I knew because he's the Super Bowl guy, but she never said it. But when she threw that little brunch in there, I'm like, okay, no, she wants the world to know who she's talking about. So I find that interesting. Nicki Minaj has always spoke out about, like her getting snubbed at the Grammys, and when she doesn't, I don't want to say get her way, but when things don't go the way she wants, she will speak out about it. She will get on her Twitter, she'll go on her live, she'll go on her radio show, and she'll talk about it, right? um it's not often that people go against Jay-Z and Beyonce. It does not happen. And it almost feels like if you do, you can kiss your career goodbye, which is insane, which is
As
crazy.
Carrie Hilson,
Ask Carrie Hilson if you can find her. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you go against, and that's why I think that people know things about Jay Z and Beyonce, but they don't say anything because it's like if you speak up against hip hop royalty, what does that do for your career?
I will
And
say this. Sorry, but you just brought up a point. You know, 50
hold on, we
said
got some bad connection.
Jay
Say that
tried to
again. We got a bad
ban him,
connection.
and Nicki did put that point
We're getting a
out.
bad connection. It's a little robotic. Uh-oh, I think she froze. uh, 1 second, we'll get her
Okay.
back. Yeah, it was a little
No,
robotic.
we're looking. We're live. We're
Yeah, we're live.
live. But 50 spoke out against Jay,
Yeah,
and M had a fight for 50 to be on the
yeah,
halftime show with Dr.
right,
Dre and him.
right. So Eminem
So
spoke out
is he a
again.
hater? Like, yeah. Like
So
he stood up. You don't know
J-
this story? I know you
Eminem
know
said, "I'm not
this.
doing it." I guess Eminem said, "I'm not doing it unless 50." Yeah, I'm familiar with the story. So that means he had to speak out against Jay's. Now he didn't speak out. He didn't go public with it, but behind the scenes, he was like, "I'm not doing it unless
No.
50."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Okay.
Jay-Z was not gonna let Jay-Z did not want 50 to be a part of the show because they
50 was
have
too
issues.
hood. Oh,
They just have
oh,
issues because
damn! I didn't even peep that. I didn't even
you
peep
already
that.
know when the stuff went
Yeah.
down with Diddy, and we'll do a separate pod against about
Yeah.
that. 50 said, y'all talking about Diddy, but this dude Jay ain't say nothing.
Yeah. 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 He's been going in on Jay. Yeah, he has. Okay.
And so I just kind of find it interesting because, to your point, if you go up against them, because Nicki says he got some kind of beef with Wayne. I do know about that, but you could tell us about that. And of course, Drake.
I
So that's another reason why.
I didn't know that. Drake and Jay-Z have a beef. They've been on multiple songs together. I didn't know they were beefing. I had no idea. Oh, so
So
he's picking Kendrick Lamar to spite. Look at me. Look at me not even
you
realizing
connected
it coming to the pod, connecting the dots. I'm on here to talk about Nicki Minaj going off on Jay-Z, and I'm sitting here connecting the dots now. Okay. Because sometimes I forget who's friends with who's beefing out, who's a part of who camp. Okay. So Drake and Jay-Z got a beef. And so I'm not picking you to come to the Super Bowl because Drake is your man. I know you're gonna bring Drake out. I know you're gonna bring that ninja out. So guess what? Not only am I not picking you, I'm gonna pick your homeboy enemy and watch him do that song 72 times on stage about your boy. Oh,
you are there.
I
You are
got it.
there. You were where Nicki was at this morning.
I didn't
That's
know it.
exactly what
Okay,
happened.
that's messed up. I didn't.
That is
So
right there.
did you hear? No, go ahead. Continue.
That's it. I'm done. I just had to
I
add
was
that little tidbit when you were talking about going against people.
Yeah, and speaking of going against people, did you hear the take from Cameron and Mace? They had a take on it as well. That's kind of what made me want to hop online because everybody's talking about it. And Mace and Cam they basically was kind of talking about what you just said. About the beef or whatever. And Mace like, yo, hating at this age is crazy. Like basically saying having beef with someone and hated on someone and stopping someone at this age, because Jay-Z's like 50 something. We're all adults and they're like doing this at your age is crazy. That's what Mason Cameron was saying. They were basically on Wayne's side. Like, yo, you didn't choose my man's because you beef with his man's. Like, so everybody, I feel like the internet and also the music industry seems to be on the side of Lil Wayne, who has not spoke out. Who hasn't said anything. But the internet and the industry, some seems to be on Wayne's side. I
And
have a
this
question
this is
for you.
but this is because, well, one, Wayne ain't say nothing,
He
but
ain't say nothing.
there's beef with, again, beef with Birdman, Drake, and Nicki. So that's where the hate, and then Lil Wayne he just get tossed in the midst. But I don't understand what Jay has to gain from by blocking him, other than he just stops them getting that global platform. But if you were to ask
Yeah,
me, Lil Wayne for a good little, he had a nice little run. I feel like he's very impactful in music. I did go to a concert with him,
absolutely.
Ti. Nicki, she still. I mean, I may not necessarily care for her active antics, but she's still a
Yeah,
big name.
yeah.
Drake is still great. At the end of the day, I'm telling y'all, Drake, come holler at me. I'll help you with the romantic comedy. We'll get your career back on track. So all you gotta do is do a movie. Oh, that's it. And everyone will love you. Certified will have little heart. Certified lover boy will be back
he
in your
can't
corner like that.
he can't do a romantic comedy. We'll
Sir,
get into that
listen.
later. We'll
Oh
get into
God.
that later.
Oh
Nobody's
God.
gonna buy it. Nobody's gonna buy it. He's gonna be so good. He's such a good actor, but nobody's it's gonna be corny only because it's him and he's already made. We'll get into that that's a whole nother thing. He's gonna
But
have to be in a movie with two other leading people. He's gonna have to be can't lead. That's another story. That's another
but
story.
don't give him that. Don't give him the sauce. We already giving him free, unsolicited career advice.
Right.
So when they get this clip on
Yeah.
YouTube, like, well, what did them girls say?
Yeah.
Don't give them
two
too much
dollars
sauce.
worth of game. $2
Yeah,
worth of game. We
yeah,
give you
don't
too
give them
much.
too much sauce.
$2 worth of
But
game.
I almost think, and this is again not a slight to Jay, because you look at my rotation. I listen to Jay. I won't say as much as Nas because that would be a gross lie. But I
Yeah.
do listen to Jay probably as much as I listen to Biggie. Okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
They put so much reverence and much cadence in Jay, but now they're finally starting to see
I think so.
Jay for who he is. That's why Jay wasn't invited to none of the 50 years of hip hop celebration because
You think?
he is a businessman and not a he's not an artist. He's a
I don't know if
businessman.
he wasn't invited. I think he just didn't come. I think they invite him and his wife to everything and they respectfully decline because in their eyes they're above so much. They're very exclusive. You can't they're not going to come to everything. They're going to pop out and show it, they're going to pop out and show you once or twice every 2 or 3 years. But they're not coming to the BT Awards. They're not coming to the Grammys unless
And
Beyonce has
this
an
is my
album
problem.
out.
That's
They're
my
not.
problem.
They're not coming to the BET Awards ever again in life unless Jay-Z
That's my
owns
problem.
BET.
This
Yeah.
is my problem with them. And you know what? Sorry, side note. This is why I do rock with Will Smith because no matter how big he's got, he's hosted the BET Awards. He goes to the BET Awards. So even what happened to him at the Oscars is okay because I was telling my mom, who cares? He could always come to the BET Awards. We love him all the time. But
That's true.
people that quote unquote put black culture, hip hop culture at the forefront, they don't even give the necessary resources
Yeah.
for it to grow and flourish. You're more concerned about producing a Super Bowl halftime show with a bunch of
Hmm.
people that already showed us more than one ways they don't want nothing to do with us. But that's fine.
Yeah.
But that's who you are. That's who you are.
Yeah.
But you are who you are, and your
It's a
mask is starting to fall.
oh, don't burn no bridges yet. This podcast still got to blow up. Don't get us. we still we still have a chance to get Beyonce on here one day. Don't burn those bridges just yet.
You can you can I know like four
We don't
Beyonces.
do editing. We early in the game for editing. We record and push. We record and hit send. We right there. No editing yet. But I get what you're saying. I do feel like unfortunately I think some things about Jay-Z is gonna come out. Jay-Z is not perfect. It's been said by many people he stepped on many toes to get where he is. And I do think some things are gonna come out later. I think that he's gonna piss off the right person and they're gonna let his stuff out. Same way they did Puffy. You know what I'm saying? I don't want that to happen, but I think it is going to happen, unfortunately. I don't think Jay-Z's perfect. If he did snub old boy because of a beef, that's crazy. But this is also something I wanted to ask you because the other half of the internet is saying, okay, so just because it's in your hometown, you don't automatically get the right to perform there, right? You know what I'm saying? And then two, the other half is saying, what songs can Lil Wayne sing at a Super Bowl? So my question to you, Ill God, what songs can Lil Wayne sing at a Super Bowl? What are his hits that he can sing at the Super Bowl? If you need to take your time to think about this,
Fireman. Oh, I don't have to look.
what is
I know
Fireman? I don't even know what that is.
Fireman. Oh, that's on Carter One.
Sing it. Can he sing it at the
Wait,
Super
I have to
Bowl?
rap. Oh no, I'm not gonna
Mm-hmm.
rap for y'all. The real Little
Hum
Wayne
it.
fans know Fireman.
But
They
see
got
that
Go DJ. That's my DJ
that's
Carter.
what
So that's
everybody's
all
saying.
on Carter One. Then he can do a Millie very easily on
Okay.
that. He could do right above it. No,
I don't
that's
know what
not.
that
That's
is.
Bano. It's the one with him and I got Hollywood Grove, Hollywood. Y'all got me rapping. Don't have me rapping without my music. If it's not Nas, I do need my backup. I need my backup.
This is
Cause
Super Bowl friendly, what you're singing. Because
friends preparing for me. Yeah.
I don't know that song. If I don't
But
know it, then the world doesn't know it.
you don't know, so he got oh my goodness. So he could have did forever. Do him. How don't y'all know these songs?
He didn't
Little
need
Wayne's like
nothing at
99.
all.
No,
Well, here's the thing.
not
My point is you have to sing your radio songs. When you're at the Super Bowl, like Kendrick Lamar is gonna have
oh,
to do his radio songs. He's not gonna be able to do, like Good
oh.
Kid, Mad City. He's not gonna be able to do, the man down, where you from, ninja. Like he's not gonna be able to do that at the Super Bowl. So you have to sing the hits, the singles.
Remember,
The-
you just slice it up. So he could do a Millie. He could do
yeah,
Got Money. He could do Comfortable. Comfortable got Babyface singing on it.
comfortable.
Don't you? I'm not saying this to shake you up. I'm not saying this to break
That's
you
gonna
up.
put everybody to sleep. It has to be a massive song. You have to sing your massive hits at Super Bowl. What do you have for me? What can he sing? Give
Lollipop.
me that. Okay.
Lollipop.
No. No, absolutely not. He cannot sing Lollipop at the Super Bowl. What do you have for me?
Oh, that
Come on, I'm
Little
speaking on
Wayne.
behalf of the internet.
How to Love.
How to
Well,
love.
that's How to Love was like his little rap
Snoozeville.
song.
Snoozeville.
Little
You
Wayne.
listen. Let me say this to you real quick while you're on your list. I asked ChatGPT, what are Lil Wayne's top
Oh,
10 biggest
that's
songs? Okay. I asked them, what are Lil Wayne's top 10 songs? And I don't know if this is in order, but they told me number 10 was Uproar featuring Swiss Beats. Oh, that was on the Carter. Okay, I know that song. Okay. That song's not big enough for the Super Bowl. Go DJ. You said that one.
Yep,
Right?
go
Go
DJ
DJ.
because
If
that's
he
my
did
DJ.
go DJ at the Super Bowl, I would pass out. Like that would go so hard. But that's not a Super Bowl. Like that's that's the culture. Like I don't know if that'll okay. Number 8 is Love Me, Drake and
Love Me,
Future.
but you don't. You already said you're gonna go to sleep, but that's like his little
Love.
rap.
That's what you said that one. Love. You can't sing that at the Super Bowl. Number 7, She Will. I love that song.
Yeah,
Big
she
song.
will, but it's a
Can't
strip
sing that
club
at the
song.
Super Bowl. It's a strip club
Yeah.
song. Number 6, Mr. Officer. Wee, 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 wee.
Yes, with Bobby Valentino.
That's a safe one, and it's a popular one. And I hated that song, but he might can get away with that one. He might. How to Love. You can't sing How to Love at the Super Bowl. It's a slow
Oh,
song. Okay. Number 3, Got Money. You said that one. So
got my
far,
yes.
that's the only one so far he can sing. And that one will go crazy at the Super Bowl. Got Money will go, that'd be a bananas. Number 2, A Millie. I think he could get a
Yeah,
milli off. It is a little
exactly.
hood, but that one has been in commercials. So that he could get a milli off. And number 1, I guess his biggest song was it Lollipop? You said
Yeah,
that. He can't do
yeah.
Lollipop.
Let me
He
say
can't
it's
do
just
Lick Me Like
that's
a
so
Lollipop.
big. I have a bougie sister because everyone should have one in their life. If you don't,
Hmm.
I'm sorry, but I have a
My
bougie
sister
sister
is bougie.
who
Yeah,
would know who knows all of Beyonce's hits. I really don't.
that's my sister
She
too.
don't listen to she doesn't listen to hip hop. But when
Yeah,
MySpace was a thing, I never forget that was a song. I was like, out of all the songs you can pick,
yeah, yeah.
Lollipop is the song, but she liked
I love
the how it
Lollipop.
sounds. Right
Yeah.
above it though, that was him and Drake. That was I was right about the name because that is like one of my favorite. That's one of my favorite songs by
So
them.
the whole
Okay,
point is he doesn't have, but he also does have songs with other people though, right? He does have features that he could do, like you said, you slice it up anyway, you're just doing verses mostly. So he could come up
mm,
with the safe show if he had to. He could. He 100% could.
so,
But I don't
well,
know if
now,
Lil Wayne is Super Bowl. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. It has to be family friendly. I don't know if Lil Wayne is family friendly. And then they're saying Lil Wayne doesn't remember his lyrics. He hasn't been given the best shows recently in concert. And my thing is, Lil Wayne don't even live in New Orleans. He live in Miami, right? I heard he ain't been in New
he
Orleans in
does live
20
in he
years.
does live in Miami. He does
Yeah,
live, but I will say he represents something special. That
yeah,
whole the
he does.
Master P, and like I was saying before, Cash Money, they represent. They're so proud.
They are. They are.
They're so proud of them. I went to a couple
Yeah,
of tours and they were telling me this is where Juvenile did this and that, because
that's dope.
that's their
Yeah,
hometown. And what's interesting about Lil Wayne when we were talking about like a crisscross and all them, no, Lil
yeah.
Wayne got game when he was 15. The problem though with Lil Wayne, he might have been 12. He was young.
Very
Is
young.
that
Yeah,
he is Mr. Don't worry about what's in my cup.
yeah.
And this is why he's been forgetting his lyrics. There was even talks that he's so messed up that Drake used to ghostwrite
Oh,
for Lil
wow. It's
Wayne.
crazy when Drake goes writing for you.
Mhm.
It's going down when you got Drake writing for you. The
So
king of I need a ghostwriter. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. That's crazy work to have Drake ghostwriting for you.
so
I
I
love
I
Drake
have
though.
seen him in concert. I will say his themes are different
Yeah.
from themes I traditionally like in concerts. It's a little, I'm gonna say it's a little bit demonic in my eyes. It's a lot of weird
See?
going on during
Yeah.
like a lot of weird visuals. I've been so I don't know what Lil Wayne's got going on, but for the hometown hero, and like I said, the way that I would have done it, because I feel like you got no limit that could come out there. We won't, ooh, no, because Master P don't have
Make him say,
million,
yeah.
they don't have a million songs, but within them collectively, they have enough
Yeah.
anthems. The
Yeah.
same with Lil Wayne, but then what we're saying is the same thing they said about Usher. What does Usher have? He can perform at the Super Bowl, and then Usher
He turned
turned
it out.
that mother
Yeah.
out like Hammer. So
Ah! Oh, that's who needs to perform MC Hammer, but man, I
dang,
mean,
then
because you got to have anthems. You got to be able to put on a show.
so now you said since you out here, you listen to the young folks. What's Kendrick going to be out here performing?
Kendrick is going to do his Grammy setup. I can tell you right now, Kendrick gonna do "We Gonna Be All Right." His favorite.
He's right.
He's going to do. Let me see. I don't. I'm a huge Kendrick Lamar fan. If you're new to the show, welcome. Just so you know, I love Kendrick Lamar. I love Drake. I love Lil Wayne. Right? None
Humble
of
was
them
the
are.
other song we were trying to think.
Be
We were
humble. He's gonna
Be
do "Be
Humble.
Humble."
Yeah, that was
He
a
can't.
song.
Yeah, he can't do poet joint. He ain't gonna do poetic justice. Obviously, kill my vibe. What's damn? He probably do King Culture, which I hate that song, but he probably do that just cause it's an up tempo. I don't know. He has songs he can do. And the only reason why I say that is because I've seen him perform at the Grammys and he did his little 1-2 there. And I feel like it's gonna be like the same type of vibe. He has a song with Beyonce. Maybe he gonna bring Beyonce out or
I'm sure
I
that's a part of the contract already. I'm sure.
definitely,
I'm sure it's part of the
definitely.
contract
You
because.
think
Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna ask, do you think Wayne's gonna come out with Kendrick? Did he gonna bring him out? Or is he not gonna be allowed to bring him out? Now that I know that Jay-Z is
No, I
orchestrating
feel
stuff.
I feel like Wayne is just the innocent bystander in this
Yeah.
whole thing. So, but I just don't know how he would bring them out, because when I was thinking, going back to Lil Wayne, thinking about his sets, see, he has the best posse cuts, and like group songs that I like with a whole bunch of people,
Wayne.
every girl in the
Yeah.
world, Lil Wayne, because he has Forever, he has Swagger, like he has a
Yeah.
lot
He does. That's true.
songs that can will bring you energy, but it's not just him by itself.
Yeah. That's why I said he has got so many.
It's gonna be this is gonna be it's gonna be one for the it's gonna be one for the books. I want to keep to my positive energy that it's gonna be K Dot, J Cole, and Drizzy Drake, because Drake thinks he's from New Orleans anyway.
I thought he was from Houston.
He thinks he's from he thinks he's
Which
from
is
Miami
yeah,
as
there you
well.
go. There you go. And Jamaica. So,
Yeah,
on a
any
Wednesday he was
given
from
Sunday.
London. Any given Sunday, that's the boy though. But that's what he's known for, switching accents and switching, his style up. I mean, that's why he's in this situation in the first place. That's why
Because
Drake
that Kiki, Do You Love Me would go so hard
at the
during Super.
That's a good question. First of all, why hasn't Drake been invited to the Super Bowl? And then two, what would Drake perform at the Super Bowl? What? Why has Drake not been? I just realized that. Why have they not invited Drake to perform at the Super Bowl? And what songs would Drake perform at the Super Bowl? First of all, if you're listening, comment right now what songs Drake could perform at the Super Bowl, and would you like to see Drake perform at the Super Bowl? Ill God,
You know what?
off the top,
He didn't. So Drake, hold on.
so
See, I
many.
say, well, I already said it. Kiki, Do You Love Me? Are You
Are you
Riding?
riding?
But then
Yeah,
he
that was
also had. Let me tell you, that joint. Um. Oh, started from the bottom. Now, see, that would hit so hard.
he
Started
can't
from the
sing that Super
bottom. Now my
Bowl.
whole
That's
team
not
up
Super
in
Bowl
here
friendly.
started from.
That's a hood. That's a class. That's a hood classic. What else? He can't sing that
Why can't he sing that?
because it's a hood
I'll
classic.
I'll
Start
do
up
the
on the.
edits for him.
He probably
Let
could.
me
Maybe
tell
he
you,
could.
what's the
What
one?
about
My
Hotline?
mom likes the one. Yeah,
Hotline Bling. I'm gonna tell you the one.
man.
I'm gonna tell you the one that he's gonna end with, and it's gonna have fire in the air, and then the Pepsi commercial gonna roll immediately after. The one that's gonna go crazy at the Super Bowl is God's Plan. He's gonna sing God's
God's
Plan,
plan.
the world, and because that's the song everybody knows. It's family friendly, all ages know it. A couple of boomers know it. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a popular song, and he would sing that one, and that's how he'll end the show. Drake would kill the Super Bowl, whether you like him or not. He's got enough hits,
Oh
posse
yeah,
cut, solo. He's got enough music. So whether you like
he's
him or not, he'll murder the Super Bowl.
he would, and but to your question, that is interesting. So it has to be. It almost seems like maybe a Jay-Z thing, because Rihanna has songs. She has a lot of hits with Drake.
She
So other
does,
things
yeah.
I like because I don't listen. I'm not saying I don't like Riri, but I'm not saying I have her albums either, because I don't, and I don't want to lie.
Mhm. Yeah.
But so I like her when she sings in a certain style, and when
Mhm.
she's with Drake, that's the style that I prefer. And then
Yeah.
but also Loyalty though, I do like her on Loyalty as well. But I like Riri a certain way, and the way that she is with that work that went so hard.
That work.
But, yeah,
Did
and
she
then
sing that
also Take
song?
Care. Yeah, she sung that by her. That's what she sung it during her performance. She didn't sing it
Yeah. I
with
didn't sing it
Drake.
with your boy. Yeah. Okay.
And now that does bring out why. I mean, there is a picture. It's a hilarious picture. I'm sure it's not true. This is just me starting up junk, and then vibing off the internet. They have a picture with. This is when Jay-Z had hair. No, a haircut rather. Have a picture with Beyonce, Drake, and Jay-Z, and Beyonce is smiling
Mhm.
at Drake
Mm.
and Jay.
He's looking upset.
That's probably the beginning of the end.
Oh, and they got a
Sniggling
song
and
together.
grinning, sniggling and giggling at this dude, huh?
Sniggling again. Sniggling and giggling. That sniggling and
Giggling.
then giggling.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got one song together, Jay-Z and no, Beyonce and
That
Drake only
song
has
I
like
love.
one.
I love
Beyonce
that song. That
and
song.
I never listened to that song. That's on Beyonce's album, right? On her Beyonce, her
Mhm.
subtitle. I never listened to that song.
And that's so funny because I told you I know. Well, I'm lying. I probably know five. That's one of the five songs that I know.
Of Drake or Beyonce?
Oh, Beyonce. No, no, no. I will. I'm gonna clarify with Drake. My mother, the one we watched him on Degrassi, but my mom likes Drake. So when Nothing
Mhm.
Was the Same came out, and he said
Yeah.
he was light skinned, Keith Sweat, like she used to make me listen. My mom doesn't drive, so when I was taking her to work, she made me listen to this every day. Like she is the biggest Drake fan, and when I told
Uh,
her that Drake and Kendrick Lamar have beef, she is now so upset
yeah.
and up in arms.
Yeah. Same with my dad, and my dad loved that Nothing Was the Same album too. So that album must have really touched the boomers in a special way because that was my dad. That was his joint too, yo. That's so funny.
Yo, she had me listen to that. And but I think too, when I look at Drake, I will say I look at a young man that's accomplished. The same way Kendrick Lamar. And I don't
Yeah.
understand because like you said, this has been a hot topic. So I'm always in the Nas Reddit. If y'all ever see Ill Gods, it's me. I'm always in the Nas Reddit, and they were like,
Yeah.
"What's Nas' relationship with Drake and J. Cole?" And he puts them in that category of Jay Z, Biggie, and Nas. Like he
Yeah.
puts them in that
Yeah.
kind of category, and it's weird because I see them as the contemporaries, but I wonder how Jay views them,
I
or
don't
if
know.
Jay is giving Kendrick his moment to really turn into Jay Z.
I think so. I think he's like, if I'm gonna pass the torch, I'm gonna pass it to someone like Kendrick versus someone like Drake, who he probably finds to be obnoxious, or has beef with. He's not going to pass it to J. Cole for whatever reason. Well, for reasons that I know, but for reasons that, so yeah, I think this may be his way to pass the torch. How do you think Kendrick is feeling? His performance announcement is getting overshadowed by the fact that everybody's upset now. So how do you handle that if you're Kendrick?
If I'm Kendrick, one thing I know I got to put a hell on the show because I have to silence my haters.
Whew, man, you got to put on a hell of a show.
And
You have to
I'm
put on a
trying to tell
show.
you, he has to do something outrageous. Because, like I
Uh,
said, just last year when they announced Usher over Chris Brown, that just like this was big ass controversy. Even though
What? Why? I don't know what it is
we
about
don't want
Chris
to
Brown.
restart it.
I
We don't want
don't.
to restart it. We don't want to
I don't
restart
see.
it.
I
But
don't see
I
what people
always
see in Chris
saw
Brown. I don't
Usher
get it.
as a great performer, but they're like, what? I should go. And my God, we all know this year he put on a hell of a show. He came off of his Vegas residency. He has a new
Okay.
album. He made himself. It's kind of like he reinvented himself all
Was
over
he
again.
last year? Did he perform
Yeah,
last
he was
year?
this year.
Okay.
He
Okay. Oh,
performed
this year. Oh, yeah, this year. Okay.
2024.
Yeah.
So Kendrick is gonna have to do something great. And then for that, it's crazy because he was rumored to bring. Oh, I do like the Beeves because he has a song with your boy Big Sean that "Long as You Love Me" is like one of my favorites. One of my favorite
Beat
songs.
Justin Bieber.
Yeah, he has a song with Ludacris. So he has two like rapper songs that I rock with. So there was rumors that he was going to bring JB out, but he said no.
Mm-hmm. That would have been dope.
And but he still did well with Little John. So I don't know though. Who I just don't know. Like you said, if it's your hometown, do you have to? But I don't feel
No.
like it. I just think it's whoever can get the crowd hype.
It's
And I just feel like No Limit, Cash Money, and Young Money would have got the crowd hype.
I
But
just
we're gonna see what K Dot does. We're gonna see what
I
he
think
does.
it yeah, I think No Limit and Cash Money on national TV for the Super Bowl probably just the sound of that probably just scares executives and it scares Jay-Z and it's just, No Limit is massive and they had some crossover hits, but No Limit on stage in front of the world. And again, this isn't about like pleasing a certain
Yeah.
demographic or please, this is
Mhm.
about it's a family show, right? And so
Yeah.
you have to keep that in mind. At the end of the day, it has to be family friendly, you know. And so Kendrick Lamar can spin a lot of his songs to be family friendly, but I think Drake can not Drake. I think Wayne can too. Can I think No Limit could have just did make him say I don't know what else they
No
could have
Ice Cream
did.
Man from Master P. Like that's
No, I'm about it.
yeah, about it.
Yeah. Oh God, that's the Black Super Bowl. That you turn it to channel 50 now, and then the black we watch it. The culture watches it.
It's
I
just
don't know.
interesting. It's interesting you say that because having Death Row was controversial.
That's true. That's very true. That's very
And
true.
Dre put that's another he surprised me.
Yeah.
Not that I didn't know that he was gonna have Eminem because I knew that was gonna be in his back pocket.
Of
But
course.
I never thought he was I never thought of him like a performer. I view him more like
Dre.
yeah, I really view him strictly as a producer, not like a artist
Yeah.
performing shows and all that. So
Yeah.
when they did it, the way that you cut it up, you have Snoop on there, you have M
Mm-hmm.
on there, you
Yeah.
have 50 on there. It's how you K Dot was on there, so it's how you cut things
Was
up.
he?
Yeah, he had like a little small little thing
He was
he
on it. I don't even remember. Was that the one
oh
with Mary J. Blige was on there? Was that the same
yeah, yeah,
one?
yeah,
Mary J.
yeah. Mary
Mary J.
J
Blige
was
was on there. Okay.
on.
Which okay, I remember that. I don't remember Kendrick Lamar coming out. So Kendrick Lamar has already been on the Super Bowl stage.
Let
He's
me make
already
sure.
been on the Super Bowl
Let me
stage.
look. Let me make sure I'm not acting like you and time travel.
Because it sounds very possible. Yes, look that up. Has he already been on the
I'm
Super Bowl
really,
stage?
but I'm
Nicki
almost
Minaj has.
99% sure that he has, and I say that because they were saying how again passing the torch to Lamar Super Bowl.
Kendrick Lamar is
Yeah, 2018. Yeah, I'm
okay.
right. Yeah,
2018 was so long ago. That was way too far. That wasn't the recent show that they did.
yeah. It's just crazy. If you talk to me about hip hop, huh?
What'd you say?
You said that wasn't.
No, you 2018. That was too far away. You said that that Super Bowl with the Death Row. That wasn't 2018. It was like a
What
couple of
was
years
that?
ago.
It was 2000.
It couldn't have been the one with Death Row. The one with Eminem.
Oh no, 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 that was 2000. No, 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 you're right. Hold on. You're right. He
I don't
was
know
one
what.
of the spectators. You're right. He wait a minute. Hold on. Now I gotta look it up.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
Yeah,
It was 2020
that's 21 or two sounds about right. Might
because
have been
then
two.
Rihanna
Okay, Rihanna was
and
22 or 23.
then
No,
Weekend and then sure.
I thought the weekend. I felt like the weekend. Well, maybe just because I'm
Oh,
not
then
like a
J
huge
Lo was up
fan.
there. That was
I remember
that
J
was
Lo and Shakira. Yeah, I remember
that
that
was
one
not that
recently.
was not the that was not the performance.
But that was in Miami, right? So because it
Yeah,
seems like they try to match the vibe with the hometown. Miami is known for its Cuban flavor, its Latin flavor, its Spanish, this and that. So they got J Lo and Shakira to do it. They try to match the flavor, and so that became like a thing. And
but
so
then that was
what
another time though. That was another time people were mad. They
when
were mad at
Shakira and J Lo did it? Okay, who did they want to do it?
because
Luke?
Pitbull, because they would have wanted like a Pitbull ring in
Oh yeah,
Miami,
yeah, that's true.
and
And
then
I
they were
don't know
like Uncle
Pitbull's
Luke.
music, but
Oh, well, see, I will tell you this: he has a Miami sound down, and he has a whole
I
vibe.
know how
Because when
big
you
he is.
go,
Yeah,
yeah, you go to the club in Miami, that's what you don't
he's.
hear J Lo's record. Sorry,
I
J
don't
Lo.
have to no, you're right. I don't have to know your music to know how huge you are. I know Pitbull and Bad Bunny and them artists go hard. If they walked past me in the mall, I wouldn't know who they were. But I know that they are crazy. I know that they're big. You know what I'm saying? That that would
Mhm.
have been dope. Did they come out at Super Bowls? It seemed like they may have. I don't know. But I know that they were mad at J Lo. You're right. And
I'm not
Shakira.
sure because I
I heard
wasn't.
J Lo wanted to do that by herself. That she didn't want Shakira to do it. That's what I heard.
That's a whole.
Now that Jennifer
It's
Lopez,
good thing this is a hip hop podcast because
yeah. Well, we talk
J
about
to
mostly
the
hip
L
hop.
O. I would have a word for you because you, I, and the rest of America knows you need a lot of assistance in that booth.
Yeah, we know now. Now that we know
Oh,
Jennifer Lopez's real personality.
and let me let you know, just so I'm not a crazy person, I'm okay with being Marty McFly when I have to be.
Mhm.
But the one with the halftime show was Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg,
Mhm.
Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar was at the end and he was singing
Okay.
"We Gonna Be." I knew I
What,
wasn't. I
what
was
did he
like,
sing?
I want to say "We Gonna Be All Right."
Of
I think.
course, that's what I'm saying. He's going to sing the same. This is. No, I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan. I have to say this consistently because I don't know what's going to get chopped up, what people going to fast forward to. So I have to tell people this is a hip hop podcast, and we are going to always tell the truth, right? Because I'm a fan of yours does not mean that I can't say things about you. But he doesn't have that many albums, so he's going to sing the same songs. So what we're going to see, he has to bring people out, or else it's going to be the same Grammy performance that we've seen when he's been on these award shows and he puts on this big production with the fire and the choir. We've seen this before because he doesn't have that many albums. So he doesn't have that much material to work with. So he's got to bring people out. He's got to do something different, or else it's going to be the Grammys all over again.
All right. So I feel like that's gonna be that's our take. I'm excited for Kendrick. He's in the booth. He's out here planning his show. I can't give him any free game because I feel like Jay-Z handed him the keys to the city.
He is. He did.
So I can't give him no free game. Um and oh, Nicki did say, and I do appreciate this tweet, and I'll give y'all an update just so
Mm-hmm.
we'll kind of we'll wrap it up because we want to. I know you guys are dope because y'all watch us for an hour, and if you
Yes,
ever
thank
meet
you.
me in person, I could talk to you for 99 days about hip hop, about everything, and I will go through the whole entire history, and we will relive the fashion and everything. But we
Mm-hmm.
can't do that all the time. So let me give y'all the update. And with the tweets, I promise I only gave you the highlights. There's a whole lot more
Yeah.
she had to say in it. I will say you this. I'm not trying to like pick a side or be controversial, but I will say is she's not wrong in a lot of the things that she said. And I will tell you, I do know people that like how there's like 5 or 8 steps of separation.
Yeah. 6 degrees of separation.
6 degrees. I know people that know people, and I even know people that met Jay when he used to come, when how he talked about his tenure in Virginia and
Yeah.
how he acted and how he rolled. So we're not far from our assessment. I'll just say that.
Okay. I believe it.
We're not far from our assessment. Let me pull this up real quick. Um, oh, let me get okay. Lord, when I tell she went in so bad, I have to get the part where she recently updated. She updated it, and when I say updated, this is 7:54 p.m. So this is probably the first pod that's covering it, September 9th.
Okay.
Okay, so she says, and this is the truth: you can love and respect Kendrick, and still love and respect Wayne. Even Kendrick loves and respects Wayne. To your point, he might even bring him out.
Yeah.
Every real rapper, this is the quote. Every real rapper loves and respects Wayne. Hashtag Gag City DC.
Oh Lord.
Tonight's the night. She's shouting out not my part of Virginia, but the cool part of Virginia, the DMV
Mm,
area.
right.
So that is that.
Well, that
So
is that. Yeah, every rapper, it seems to me, and the internet is a big place, and there's a lot of people who aren't speaking out, but it seems so far that everybody seems to be on the side of wanting Wayne to perform at the Super Bowl. But again, that's just the few people we've seen speak out. I do have one last question for you, for everybody that's listening. If you made it this far in the podcast, thank you guys so much. Share your opinions. Do you think that Lil Wayne should perform, or do you think that Kendrick should perform? Also, would you like to see Drake perform? Just asking. But here's my question to you, and then anyone else that's watching: should Kendrick Lamar sing "Not Like Us" at the Super Bowl? What do you think?
You better not sing this in 2025.
It will be another year, right? It will be a whole nother
Like,
year.
you better not sing it in 2025. That's like Jay-Z performing the takeover.
It's- Do you think we'll
Tupac
be so
stopped, like
far removed?
yeah, like Tupac even stopped doing, first of all, he stopped doing hit 'em up. Like at one
Hey,
point you have to
now see, Tupac died. Now let's just be honest. Tupac died like a year. Was it? It might have been the same year. He didn't have a choice. He passed away. Unfortunately, neither one of them did their diss tracks after that year. Kendrick Lamar has milked the hell out of "Not Like Us." Do you think we'll be so far removed by the time February
this
arrives from
cow
this
better
song?
this cow is milk
Hmm.
and going to the slaughter to go get some beef and make a steak. And what else you make? Beef ribs. I, Kendrick, do me a favor. Be who you say you are. For real. Don't be who you're don't be if you are who you say you are and you're a positive person and you wanna be who you say you are. Put this on. Put it to
Put it to
rest.
rest. Um, I want to know what you guys think. I don't think that he should do it because this isn't a song on his album. This isn't, this isn't a part of his collection. This is just kind of like those one of those songs I did and it just blew up. I don't think it should be a part of his performances from this point on, right? Especially because some of the lyrics that he's saying um is kind of inappropriate for Super Bowl, and not to mention it's a diss track. The Super Bowl is about happy family, positive vibes. You can't bring your mess and your dirty laundry to the Super Bowl, right? So I don't think he should do it, right? I don't think this is an appropriate song to do. Plus, this song is about a whole nother man. Like you around here singing it, Super Bowl, right? No. But I think he will do it. And I think he will. I don't think he should. I think he will do it. I think that he's going to probably
You know,
soften it up
I
with an
will
orchestra. He's going to soften it up. He's gonna do the hook. He's gonna come out to it. He might just have an instrumental playing. He's gonna do some kind of nod to that song. He's gonna do something related to that
I
song. A
will say
orchestra, a chorus, something. He's gonna soften it up in some kind of way.
he could do the chorus, that's fine. But I will say it was funny. Drake, it was not that this song, it was another diss song K Dot had, and Drake did that meme from 10 Things I Love 10 Things I Hate About You. I was like, this dude
Yeah,
is really obsessed with you. Like,
yeah,
he
yeah, yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
like the way you dress, he don't like the
yeah.
way you look, he don't like the way you
That was kind of good. That was,
it
because
was so funny.
some people thought it was corny, but you have to be like, if you're a fan of either one, you're gonna think whatever the other one do is corny. I thought it was funny. I thought it was funny.
I just thought it was funny. Listen, I have no skin in the game for either one. I will say, and I respect both of them. I
Yeah.
respect both of them, and I do. And the other thing is because I know what you young people say about us, Gen Xers. Listen, hip hop is a competitive sport. It's been that way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
LL to tell you, but my issue is just the level that this has gotten. This is not a lyrical battle. This is not talking about how somebody performs on stage. This is actually factually their personal life. And then there's accusations that have not been proven true
So you
that
can't
can
say
be
that.
detrimental to somebody's livelihood. And that's where this is a dangerous ground. So
Yeah.
it's not that I don't think Kendrick could be, listen, that's hip hop is all about that. People
Right.
making fun of people, laughing, joking. Yeah, that's sometimes you just have to have it. But it's
Yeah.
just the spirit of doing it. And even when after Ether and Take Over, Jay did Blueprint. As I always said, Jay did Blueprint too and just started making songs with Beyonce.
Yeah, it
Nas
went
just
on. Yeah,
started doing more like an old school hip hop kind of vibe.
yeah,
It they may have still been beefing during that time, but as far as keeping it fanning the flames,
yeah.
so just you know,
All right, let's go ahead
I
and
hate
wrap
sound
this
like
up.
the old auntie, but not
You're
the
not the old. Stop saying that. Stop saying the old. You're gonna turn us into the old podcast because you always say I'm old. So don't
no.
turn
We
us
the
into the
young,
old podcast. Yes, we are the young lunch
the
table
old
girls.
new
I'm a
school.
Zenio.
Yeah,
I am a Zenio. I was born 1980. I'm a Z. I have dual citizenship. I'm on the
I
border
love
of
that for
X and millennial. So I'm right in the
I
middle.
love
I can
that
go
for you.
left or right.
I love that for you. I was born in '78, and it sounds so old, but I wasn't even cool. Like I was. Well, my mom says I was talking. I was talking my whole entire life, but I wasn't doing nothing significant at '78. Like my memories start '81 and up, so I'm
Okay.
claiming that.
All right. That's what it means. All right. That 81 and up is that's 3 or 4 years old for you.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, that everybody's memory started at about four. Mine's is 1984. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. Thank you guys. Make sure you comment. Let us know what you think about this whole Kendrick Lamar situation. Nicki Minaj's comments. Jay-Z stance on it. Should Drake come out do a surprise performance with K Dot? Let us know. Email and everything is going to be in the pod. We'll see you guys middle of the week. Peace. Ow.